What about you?
I saw this parasitic fungus takes over bugs.
And
makes them zombified. Yeah.
Isn't
That's
just the plot to The Last of Us?
That is actually, yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised.
It was
if that's
inspired by this fungus.
It's
It's creepy, man. It like kind of like it kills them slowly and they're dead. It just kind of like, and then the plant kind of grows out of their head.
So, okay.
Yeah.
That is
I'll go one step further.
Man. Imagine a humanized version of it.
I'll go one step further because another thing it does is it makes the ant. It forces the ant to climb to the tallest place that they can, so that once it sprouts and then explodes, it goes to more.
It's literally insane. Imagine a human version of that one.
But
Imagine if coronavirus was like that. It's just like you caught it. It makes you climb up a tree. You bite it down with your own teeth, and then a thing just grows out of your head.
Dude, imagine.
You know why I don't think
I think humanity would not survive.
I think you need a few more steps to get to that point before
I think
coronavirus.
all I'm saying is we would need more than toilet paper to survive that.
I think it's because their brains are so simplistic. You know, they have like two lobes that are like this tiny. You know, we have literally those same lobes as like our regular nervous system, right? You know, so
yeah.
I think that's why it's easier to like control them. So to transition to the aliens. So this is my theory. This is my this is
podcast on.
no, it's not consistent. I just think.
Hold on, do we have some tinfoil?
I do, but I can't give it. I need it for me.
You're running your own separate podcast later.
Wow! Yo, tune in for Martin's Tinfoil podcast. Tinfoil cast.
Welcome to the Tin Hat Boys. The Tin Hats.
But anyway, what I think is that so we always imagine aliens being like us. What if aliens? I think the next race.
Wait a minute.
I think the most likely race to discover space travel. So, okay, a lot of people talk about the Fermi paradox, and they talk about how, like, most likely an alien race will destroy themselves. Can you imagine a bug race? Like, if we were all bugs, dominated... paradox doesn't apply to bug-like races because they're collectivist. Because they all share, like, one collective mind.
How would you...
Like ants. Like, imagine... a species intelligent ants.
But if they become intelligent,
like
they
humans
would
no longer have that.
They won't become ants then.
You don't think so?
I
think evolution can go like in any direction.
Fair, so. But if you become intelligent, you become more.
They would need some big.
I don't agree with that.
They would need some big ass brains.
Yeah, they could have some big brains, but they can. Here's the thing: we think the way we do because of evolution, right? What if evolution brought a race like us, humans, to believe in a queen? Because like ants like worship. Like they don't worship.
Understand complex thing. You have the intelligence.
No, you're thinking human. You're not thinking like an ant.
That's so human centric.
That is human centric.
No, but an ant with intelligent mind.
No, the reason why so even look at the heuristics that we have to deal with, right? Like humans, like things that come to, most of them gender based, but there's so many things innate to our programming as humans. So like for example, we like Rosie because it reminds us. That's what Jordan Peterson said.
I don't think that.
Jordan Peterson?
I think it's true.
I fucking love Jordan Peterson.
But it's pretty true. Like I think it's pretty. But I think there's so many heuristics like that reminds us, right? Like I can't think of anything else. In a race where we have collectivist people, where we all worship a queen-like figure.
A simp society.
Monarchy.
In a simp society. Simp society. That's literally a simp society.
So then ants that become intelligent. Wait, all ants are simps.
All ants are simps.
Oh my god, dude. Yo, what is my uncle gonna think about this?
But okay, what do you mean? Your uncle's an ant?
Aunts and uncles.
I didn't think of that.
Well-placed joke.
Genius. If you guys aren't drinking along with us, you wouldn't understand that joke. Or you would. You would understand that joke if you're sober. You wouldn't understand that joke if you're drunk.
You had to be 5 head to get that joke from the get-go, man.
But anyway, I'm just saying that I think an alien race would think differently from us. And an alien race would escape the Fermi paradox of, like, we eliminate ourselves before we go to space. if they were collective. So I think if we start to travel the stars, we are gonna meet.
Don't think they're.
I kind of like to think that we are the first.
I don't think so. I think
I really don't think the first.
I like, but I don't think that we can have a collective mentality that's intelligent.
I don't agree because
think we
evolution can dictate anything. Like here's the thing.
But
Evolution dictates our inclination towards the pum pum, right?
Okay.
What if we don't want the pum pum and we want the queen?
What the fuck is?
Wait!
You might have to explain to
explain a couple terms here.
What if we want the queen instead of the pum pum?
What the fuck? Pum pum.
What do you think the pum pum is?
Wait.
You know, like okay, we also have an inclination towards food.
You're acting like a queen can't come with a pum pum.
Yeah, quit being a com-com.
No, that's not what I mean.
Can't come.
What I mean is like,
Bro,
if we evolved in a way where we sought out to worship a specific figure, if that's how we evolved, then we could avoid the Fermi paradox because we'd all a collective.
But if we all were evolutionary, we wouldn't.
I don't agree because intelligence doesn't mean independence. I don't think that's
Well,
that's what-
intelligence means that you make your
I
own
think
rational thought, and therefore you can find the flaw in.
Can you find the flaw of having? Because to be honest, like what's the difference between cupping your hand and then putting your finger through
I
it?
can find the flaw in having
physical
sex as well.
connection.
Well, yeah, but that's not logical.
You can
that's not
rationalize
rational.
it, yeah.
Is that rational?
You can
I can't find.
I
it.
think it's kind of right because you're releasing endorphins in the other person's brain.
Okay. So there you go. What if it releases dopamine in the ant
To follow
to follow the
queen.
queen? Every single
Isn't
sim
that the
command.
point?
That's kind of what Sims are, though. Like, imagine a society of all Sims.
No, but
like, it already happens in Sim society.
The thing with Sims is that
Sims are the goal.
They have no
wait.
aggressive nature, and they just
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
Towards other males, but not
To
towards
females.
the female.
Wait.
Fair.
So then it's just.
And
gonna
that's
be
kind of
one
what
queen,
ant
right?
colonies. They fight other ant colonies.
So then
So
it's just gonna be a society of just men
So Sims.
and one queen.
Sims are ants.
Guys, we're evolving. We need to become Sims.
We're
in order not to kill ourselves as a species.
Okay, but there has to be
You
one
heard it here
female
first,
queen.
folks.
Well-
Sims are the answer to evolution.
Sims. You know
Sims
how
are evolution.
you know
They're the
Charles
embodiment.
Darwin hoped for Sims.
you know how the X-Men are the Homo superior? Like
We are the Sim superior.
No, the Simps are the Homo superior.
I suggest,
Because of the new line of evolution.
in light of this news,
iDubbbz is clearly above all of us.
iDubbbz
but for the
has
sake of
proven himself.
You know, with the mentality of following mindset, you're just following needing part for that.
You don't.
Exactly.
But we don't
you
need
won't need to be evolving smarter. Like
So your cell selection wouldn't need ants to be. I get that, but sometimes there are select things.
like
That
things
might
make-
influence.
But if that happens, that's like and they'll be probably killed
No, like for example,
because they have a different mindset.
I get what
It's
you're
just smarter.
saying. Okay, what if an intelligent species has to revert to in order to?
And
They
it
have to
wouldn't-
become like all of one mind.
Then it wouldn't.
Why not?
Because I think
So there's-
collectivism.
What if everyone who didn't think this died out?
You wouldn't require intelligence.
You wouldn't have natural selection. But what made us naturally select intelligence? I think it was an accident.
It was an accident.
So it could
we
be
were
an
first
accident.
primate, and
Yeah.
we got a smaller jaw. And because of that, we got a bigger brain.
I don't think that's what directly.
I don't know exactly what happened, but that's where I read it. And then they use their brain to just survive. But that's like a whole different from apes.
Right.
But if an ant has a mutation to get a bigger brain and smarter, that ant either gets murdered because he's queen, or he
right.
goes off by himself and lives by himself.
So
and
you're
he
saying
becomes
critical
phenomenal.
thinking would actually be a detriment, and you'd actually be killed for critical.
Yeah, because you think differently than other ants.
Let me think about that. That's interesting. Because critical thinking, that's a good one.
Yeah.
But I also think that there's factors beyond control. But you've actually proven my point wrong. Because I said most likely once we go to this collectivist. But your point kind of gives me wrong. I think that's not true then.